Hello everyone, welcome in this video. In this video, we're going to learn about the percentages. Before starting with the topic, let me give some introduction about myself. My name is Vinay Bora. I am a CAT faculty. I am giving CAT coaching since 2017. It means 5 years that I'm teaching the student. I'm training them for CAT examination and helping them to get into a good B school. So let us start with the percentages. In the percentages, we must know first the definition of percentage, what the percentage means. So percentage is used to represent the part or a fraction of a whole. It is a way to describe a number as a fraction with the denomination 100. It's very easy. There is a conversion of some common percentage into fraction that you must know while doing the questions into the percentages. Let us see some common fractions. So we must know all these fractions. So to convert the percentage into fraction, it's very easy method. If we need to convert a fraction into percentage, we always multiply with 100. So like 1/2 will multiply with 100 will give us 50%. And if we need to convert the percentage into fraction, that means if it is 20%, we need to convert into fraction, we can simply divide by 100. So 20 by 100 will give us 1/5. So these are the all fractions that we must know while doing the percentage questions. Like 1/2 is 50%, 1/3 is 33.33%, 2/3 is double of 1/3, that is 66.66%, 1/4, 25%, 3/4 is 3 times of 1/4, that is 75%, 1/5, 20%, and so on. So we must know each and every fraction that will help us in solving the questions. Now, let us see the first concept in the percentage, the first formula in the percentage. If A is X% more than B, if it is given that your A is X% more than B, then your A will always be 1 plus X by 100 into B. I'll give an example. If it is given that A is 20% more than 200. So your A will become, directly I can write 1 plus 20 by 100 into 200. So this 20 by 100 we can write as 1/5. So this will give us 6/5. And on simplifying this, we'll directly get 240. So this is how we can solve this. And if it is less than, so instead of plus, we'll use the minus. Same way, if it is like A is 30% less than, let's say 400. So your A will be 1 minus 30 by 100 into 400. So on simplifying this, we'll get a 3/10 or 7/10 into 400. So that will give us 280. So this is the first formula that you must know while learning the percentages. Let us go to the next one. So this is the first question that we will going to solve. In this video, I'm going to solve some important questions related to percentage. So this is the first question in that. The given question is, Rahul generally wears his father's coat. Unfortunately, his cousin Ram told him one day that he was wearing a coat of a length more than his height by 15%. If the length of Rahul's father's coat is 345 centimeters, then find the actual length of his coat. So let's say his actual length of the coat is X. He is wearing a length of 345, which is 15% more than X. So I can directly multiply X times 1 plus 15 by 100. And that will give us 345. Sorry, this is 345. Now we'll simplify this, we'll convert into a fraction. So this is 3/20. So 23/20 times X is equals to 345. On simplifying, I'll get X equals to 300. So This is how you can apply the first formula here. I hope you are getting this. The second formula, the second important formula in the percentage. The second formula is percentage change. Percentage change is nothing but change divided by initial. So final quantity minus initial quantity, that will give us the change value, divide by initial quantity, multiply with the 100, because we are doing percentage change. As this is percentage change, we need to multiply with 100. Now let me take an example here. Let's suppose you have 120 rupees with you. One day someone comes and gives you 30 rupees. So now in total you have 150 rupees. So your amount that you have is increased by 30 rupees with respect to 120. So your percentage change here will be 30 over 120 into 100. And that will give us 25%. Or if I write in the fraction form, that will be 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 of 100. So this is your percentage change. Now there are two important shortcut tricks that we can use here. If A is A by B fraction more than B, then B will always be A by A plus B less than A. Now here A and B has to be in an inverse proportion. Let me take an example for this also. Let me take an example. Let's suppose there are two friends X and Y. The salary of X is 25% more than Y. So your X salary is 25% more than Y. So your Y salary will be some percentage less than X. Some X percentage less than X. Or here I'll take, instead of X, I'll take A here. So that won't create any confusion there. So your X salary is 25% more than Y. Your Y salary is some A percent less than X. So what is this A percent? So we'll use this shortcut trick. This shortcut trick says that if your A is A by B fraction more than B, so this 25% is 1 by 4 fraction. So your X is 1 by 4 fraction more than Y, then your Y will always be A by A plus B. So A by 1 by 1 plus 4. So that will give us 1 by 5. And a 1 by 5 is 20%. So we can easily find the answer by using this shortcut trick. And if we want to do in the inverse way, like if A is A by B fraction less than B, then your B is always A by B minus A more than A. So in this way, we can use the shortcut to get the answer whenever A and B are in an inverse proportion. If they are in inverse proportion, we can easily apply this concept. Let us see some questions on this also. Given question is, Mr. Ram is worried about the balance of his monthly budget. The price of petrol has increased by 50%. By what percent should he reduce the consumption of petrol so that he is able to balance his budget? So as they are saying that budget is balanced, so your expenditure is constant. It's not changing. Consumption is inversely vary with the rate of the petrol. As you increase the consumption, you need to reduce the rate. As you are increasing the rate, you need to reduce the consumption. So they are in inverse proportion. Now, what is given here? We can directly use the shortcut method here, increment, decrement. So your price of petrol is increased by 50%. So increment is 50%, which can be written as 1 by 2. So your decrement has to be 1 by 1 plus 2. That is 1 by 3. And this 1 by 3 is nothing but 33.33%. So that is your answer for this particular question. Okay. Let us see the next one. And if you won't get anything during this video, you can put your comment so that I can see the comment and I'll help you in the comment section. In a physical measurement, by mistake, Virat gave his length as a 25% more than the normal. In the interview panel, he clarified that his height was 6 feet 1 inches. Find the percentage correction made by the candidate from his stated height to his actual height. So here again, he have already given 25% more than the actual. So we need to again come back to the actual height. So this is in the inverse proportion. One thing is increasing. We again need to reduce to get the original number. So we can easily use the shortcut here, increment, decrement. So your increment is 25%, which is 1 by 4. So your decrement will be 1 by 1 plus 4. So that will give us 1 by 5. And this 1 by 5 is nothing but 20%. So 20% is the answer for this particular question. Let us see one more question on this. It is given the salary of Rohit is 10% more than the Rahane. Find by what percent the salary of Rahane less than Rohit. So Rahane and Rohit ka salary are in inverse proportion. If one is more, second is less. So again, increment, decrement. Your increment is 10%, which is 1 by 10. So your decrement has to be 1 by 1 plus 10 now. So it is 1 by 11, and 1 by 11 is 9.09%. That's why all those fractions which we saw initially, all this fraction which we saw here are very much important. If you know the fraction, that will make your task very easy while solving the percentage questions. Let's see the next one. The next formula. To successfully increase on a particular value of A% and B% will always equals to net increment of A plus B plus AB by 100%. I'll give you one example for that. Let's suppose you have 100 rupees with you. This 100 is increased by 20%. So this 20% increment is an increment of 20 rupees only. So that will give you 120 rupees. Now this 120 rupees is increased by 30%. So 120 ka 30% is 36, and that will give you 156. So there is a net increment of so this is 56%. So 56% ka net increment is here. So we can use this formula to get this 56%. How we can use this formula? 20% plus 30% plus 20 into 30% by 100. So 20 plus 30 is 50 plus 600 by 100 will give you 6. So 56%. Same way, if there is a successive decrement, we'll use this formula, A plus B minus AB by 100. I'll give you example for that also. 100, if it is reduced by 10%, that will give you 90. If 90 is reduced by 20 percentages, that means there is a reduction of 18. So you'll get 72. So there is a net decrement of 28%. So simply what we can do here, we can write 10 plus 20 minus 10 into 20, which is 200 by 100, 2. So this will give us 28%. And if there is a one increment, one decrement, so for increment we'll use plus, for decrement we'll use minus to solve this question. So this is your third formula for the percentages. Now let us see some questions on this formula also. The given question is, a landowner increased the length and the width of the rectangular plot by 20 and 30% respectively. Find the percentage change in the cost of the plot assuming land prices are uniform throughout his plot. So what is the area of rectangle? This is length into width, length into breadth. This length is increased by 20%. This breadth is increased by 30%. So we need to find the overall change in the area. So that will be overall change means successive increment 20 plus 30 plus 20 into 30 by 100. So this will give us 56%. So we no need to do any assumption. We no need to take any 100 or 10. We can directly find the answer for this kind of question. So this is 56%. I hope this concept is very easy for you. Next one. The price of salt is reduced by 50%, but in spite of decrease, Ayush end up increases expenditure on salt by 50%. What is the percentage change in his monthly consumption of a sugar? Okay, so this is salt and sugar. This is both same. Yeah, this is a printing mistake here. So the reduction in the price is 50%. So expenditure is equals to rate into consumption. Your rate is reduced by 50%. Your expenditure is increased by 50%. We need to find the change in the consumption. So overall increment is A plus B plus AB by 100. So overall expenditure is 50% ka increment. Your A is minus 50, which is rate. B is consumption plus minus 50 into B by 100. So this will give us 100 equals to B minus B by 2. So on solving this, we'll get B equals to 200%. So your consumption can increase by 200% in this particular question. Let us see one more question of the same type. The entrance ticket at the Imagica in Mumbai is worth 1,000. When the price of ticket was lowered, the sale of the ticket increased by 25%, while the collection recorded a decrease of 20%. So your collection, that is revenue, is equal to total sales into price per ticket. So your revenue is decreased by 20%. Your sales of a ticket is increased by 25%. We need to first find the change in the price of a ticket. So that will overall change is minus 20 equals to first change 25, second change B plus 25B by 100. So this will give us 45 minus 45 equals to B plus B by 4. So minus 45 will be equals to B plus B by 4, that is 5B by 4. So your price is reduced by 36%. So 36% of 1,000 is 360 rupees. So it is reduced by 360 rupees. So there is a reduction of 360 rupees in the ticket price. Let us see the next formula that is useful in a percentage. If the original value is P and the annual increment of R%, then after n year, the final value will be P times 1 plus R by 100 raised to N. So we initially saw one formula where we were doing increment or decrement for only one time. But here we are doing N times. So for N times, we'll do it raised to N. So if there is an increment, 1 plus R by 100. And if there is a decrement, we'll use the minus. Same thing. And if increment and decrement simultaneously we are doing, so for increment, we'll do the plus, and for decrement, we'll do the minus. Let me explain this with one example. It is given here that the population of city of the Gotham is 50,000 at this moment. It increased by 20% in the first year. So initial population is 50,000. It increased by 20%. So 1 plus 20 by 100. However, in the second year, due to the immigration, the population dropped by 10%. So it is 1 minus 10 by 100. Find the population at the end of the third year. If the third year, the population increased by 30% again. So 1 plus 30 by 100. So we won't convert in the decimal form. We always keep it in the fraction form. So I'll keep it in the fraction form, 50,000. This 1 plus 20 by 100, that is 1 by 5, 6 by 5, 9 by 10, 13 by 10. We'll cancel 2 zeros from here. We'll cancel 1 5 from here. That will give me 100. So 100 times 6 into 13 is 78 into 9. So on simplifying this, I'll get 70,200. So 70,200 is my answer for this particular question. Let us see the next. It is given that this Sharad spent 20% of his monthly income on his household expenditure, 30% of the remaining of the rest on the food, 10% of the rest on the clothes, and he saved the rest. On counting, he comes to know that he is finally saving 10,080 rupees, fine his monthly income. So his saving is 10,080, so I'll keep on the left hand side. Initial income is I. Now there is a reduction of 20% first time on household expenditure, then 30% on food from the remaining, so 1 minus 30 by 100, and then 10% on the close, so 1 minus 10 by 100. So same approach will simplify this. On simplifying this, we'll get I is equals to around 20,000. So 20,000 is the answer for this kind of question. Let us see this one. It is given that the population of village is 4 lakh. It increase per annum is 20%. Find the population at the start of the 30. That means we need to find after 3 years. So 4 lakh 1 plus 20 by 100 raised to 3. So this is 4 lakh 6 by 5 raised to 3. So on simplifying this, we will get this is 4 lakh 216 125. We'll do the division and multiplication. We'll get option C as the answer. 6,91,200. So these are the 10 questions that I solved on the percentage. If you found anything difficult during this session, you can just let me know in the comment section. Now, if you are preparing for CAT-22 examination, you are confused about your preparation, how to prepare, you don't know about your planning, preparation, you want a weekly schedule, daily schedule, a success mantra to crack this CAT examination, the long-term planning and everything, you can book one-on-one session with us. Around 1,100 students book a session. They took a benefit of this. If you book a session for 30 minutes, this is 300 for 30 minutes. If you want to book a session for 60 minutes, actually it is 600, but we'll keep it 500. We are giving a discount of 16.66%. Because we are learning a percentage here, so there's a discount of 16.66% on 60-minute session. So you can book a 60-minute session for only 500, and if you want to book a 30-minute session, you can book for 300 and get a benefit of this session, get help for everything regarding your preparation, mock strategy, long-term plan, daily schedule, preparations, syllabus, and everything. You can book a session for one-on-one session with us. And also, if you want to learn CAT, if you want to have a CAT coaching, you can have a personal coaching with us. We provide a personal coaching for quant, LR, and DI. We'll take a session from Monday to Friday, 1 hour on daily basis. We also take a drought classes. We take your test on regular basis. We solve past year papers in the session. We'll provide you a daily schedule that will help you in your preparation also, and we'll provide all kind of material. If you want a coaching for quant and LRDI both, basic and advanced, so it will take around 100 sessions. If we do 5 sessions per week, then in a month around 22 sessions, so 7,000 per month, and for 5 months around 100 sessions, it will be 35,000. And if we take 3 sessions per week, that means 12 sessions in 4 weeks, then for 100 sessions it will be 37,500. And if you take a session on weekend, that means 8 sessions for 4 weeks, then for 100 sessions, it will be around 40,000. This is for quant and LRDI both. Okay. If you want just for the quant, then just for the quant for 60 sessions, for 2 sessions per week, it is 24,000. For 3 sessions per week, 22,500, and 5 sessions per week, it is only 21,000. So you can take any scheme, and at the end for your LRDI, if you take 2 sessions per week, so to complete the 40 sessions, you will take 16,000. For 3 sessions per week, 15,000, and 5 sessions per week, 14,000. So you can take one-on-one coaching for a quant, LRDI, or a both, and get your preparation well from us. So I hope this all thing is clear to you. If you have any doubt, any confusion, anything that you want to ask, you can directly message me on my Instagram page, that is Cat Guruji, or you can directly message me on my WhatsApp. I mentioned my WhatsApp number here. This is my WhatsApp number, so you can message me directly on my WhatsApp number also.